Welcome to Talkin' Tale, the cozy place to enjoy English stories, learn simple words, and relax while getting better at listening. Let's begin today's tale.
Larry Ellison, from orphan boy to the world's richest man in 2025. The untold story of ambition, family, risk, and reinvention. A fragile start. Larry Ellison was born in New York City in 1944. His mother was young and unable to raise him. She gave him to her aunt and uncle in Chicago. Larry grew up believing they were his parents. He felt abandoned, but it made him tough. Childhood struggles. Larry was often sick with pneumonia as a child. Doctors said he might not live long, but he survived every illness with stubborn spirit. He learned early that life was uncertain. That fear made him hungry for control. A different kind of student. Larry was smart but restless in school. He didn't follow rules and question teachers. He loved math, but hated boring details. His curiosity was bigger than the classroom. He dreamed of doing something extraordinary. A difficult home. His adoptive father was strict and often critical. He told Larry he would never succeed. Larry fought back with confidence and defiance. His mother was kinder, offering comfort. This mix of pressure and love shaped him. Searching for direction. Larry went to college but never finished. He dropped out of 2 universities. He preferred real-world challenges over lectures. He worked odd jobs to survive, but he always kept an eye on technology. Moving west. In his early 20s, Larry moved to California. The energy of Silicon Valley inspired him. He worked as a programmer for small companies. He read books about computer systems late at night. He believed software would change the world. First steps in technology. Larry got a job at a tech company. He learned about databases and computer systems. He loved the idea of storing information in new ways. It was complex, but it excited him. He was ready to take a big risk. Founding Oracle. In 1977, Larry and 2 partners started a company. They called it Oracle after a CIA project. The goal was to build powerful database software. Most people thought it was too risky. Larry believed the future belonged to databases. The big gamble. Oracle sold its first software to the U.S. government. That gave the company credibility and money. But growth was not easy. There were failures. Larry pushed his team with high demands. He believed in winning at all costs. Rise of a billionaire. By the 1980s, Oracle was booming. Larry became a young, flashy billionaire. He loved yachts, planes, and fast cars. Critics called him arrogant and reckless. But Larry said life was too short for limits. Business philosophy. Larry believed in speed over perfection. He pushed employees to release products fast. Better to be first than perfect, he said. This attitude brought both victories and mistakes. It kept Oracle ahead of competitors. Personal relations. Larry married multiple times in his life, but most marriages ended in divorce. He admitted work often came first. Still, he longed for real love and family. His private life was complicated and restless. A father's role. Larry had 2 children, Megan and David. He wanted to give them freedom and opportunity. Both went into creative industries, not tech. Larry respected their choices and supported them. He said success means finding your own path. Passion for sailing. Larry loved the ocean and big challenges. He bought one of the world's fastest yachts. He competed in the America's Cup race. Winning the trophy became an obsession. In 2010, his team finally won. Buying an island. Larry bought most of the Hawaiian island of Lanai. He invested in farms, hotels, and clean energy. He wanted to make it a model of sustainability. Some praised him. Others saw it as control. For Larry, it was both business and dream. Health challenges. Larry faced health problems in his later years. He stepped down as Oracle CEO in 2014. But he stayed active as chairman and leader. He balanced work with healthier living. Yoga and fitness became part of his routine. Risk and reward. Larry took huge risks in business. Sometimes Oracle nearly collapsed from mistakes. But he always found a way to recover. He believed risk was the price of greatness. This fearless mindset defined his career. Friends and rivals. Larry competed fiercely with Bill Gates. They were rivals in tech and wealth. Yet sometimes they were also friends. Larry admired Gates's brilliance, but wanted to beat him. Competition pushed both men to greater heights. A unique personality. Larry was outspoken and sometimes harsh. He demanded loyalty and hard work. Some called him ruthless, others called him inspiring. He liked being controversial and bold. For him, being ordinary was worse than failing. Philanthropy. Larry pledged billions to medical research. He focused on aging and life extension. He believed science could make people live longer. This was part of his personal obsession with mortality. Giving back also improved his public image. Love for adventure. Larry enjoyed extreme sports like tennis and flying. He piloted his own jets and helicopters. He loved testing limits of speed and danger. Adventure gave him energy for business battles. He lived life like a constant race. The mentor role. Later in life, Larry became a mentor. He guided young tech leaders and entrepreneurs. He shared lessons from decades of struggle. Many saw him as a tough but wise teacher. He wanted his legacy to be knowledge, not just wealth. Lifestyle choices. Larry built homes across the U.S. and Japan. He filled them with art and gardens. His taste was both extravagant and spiritual. He mixed luxury with Zen simplicity. It reflected his search for meaning beyond money. A billionaire's reflection. Larry admitted he made mistakes. He lost friends, marriages, and sometimes peace. But he said ambition gave him purpose. He never regretted chasing big dreams. He believed regret was worse than failure. The 2025 milestone. In 2025, Larry became the world's richest man. Oracle's success and his investments soared. At age 81, he reached the top of wealth. He surprised the world with his resilience. His journey showed age was not a barrier. Lessons from Larry Ellison. Larry's story is about ambition and survival. He turned pain into power and vision. He lived boldly, loved risk, and chased dreams. His life shows that wealth is more than money. It is also courage, resilience, and reinvention.